Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Freebooters franchise here as we close out year number 6 with this episode. Last time out, we took on the Jacks in a thrilling 3-game series, and we came out on top, winning 2 out of 3, finishing the series off with a 4-0 win over Mr. League MVP Greg Fuller behind our ace, the ever-reliable Wayne Noel. We're going to take a quick look at the team here and see, is there really any spots that we can improve this team on? Honestly, there's not many. Outside of wanting a little bit more infield depth to replace Adoya, maybe a little bit of a better backup catcher, possibly losing Bad Hop Brown because he's not really progressing anymore. Honestly, no, this team is pretty good on the offensive side of things, and in the pitching department, outside of Fuller, who we're not going to keep, we've got a very young core, we got a solid ace, we just need another Pat Griffin caliber level pitcher to replace Fuller. We're set in the rotation. Bullpen, Sharp we're not keeping. We got a pretty young bullpen, honestly. If we can get Tater Mustard back and actually have him pitch well in the regular season, I'd be okay with that. There's really only like 3 or 4 spots we can improve on this team as a whole. So, alright. But that's not the big problem with this upcoming offseason. It is, will anybody leave for more money? Will anybody retire? Is this going to be the end of our championship window? For backstory, we've made the finals the last 3 years in a row. We've won 2 out of 3. So, this team, its championship window is open right now. Will it stay open, or will it be slammed shut in our faces? Only one way to find out. That's to start the offseason. I'm dreading this. Here we go. Oh my god, it jumped up $20 million. Oh my god. Oh, it went up $24.1 million. Oh no. I'm not looking. I can't look. Oh no, I have a feeling our championship window just slammed shut. Oh no, I can't even look. I can't look. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thanks, Hoon. Thank you. Yes, it was very, very great pitch. Very great best of 3 series. We crushed them the first game, choked away the second game. Well, actually, no, we fought back to tie the second game and then lost it late. And then the third game, man, that was a great pitching performance from Noelle. She put the team on her back. It's a great episode. You should go watch it. It's fantastic. But I don't want to look up. I still haven't looked up at the TV because I'm answering your question. I just gained $24 million in cap space. How many people did I just lose? All right, Christopher Woody. Not gonna lie, that's a bad blow. Third baseman was only 23. Solid player. One of the best players on the team, too. Oh, God. Okay. So now we got a big hole at third base. He could hit, he could field, he could throw. He was basically almost a 5-tool player. He just didn't have any speed. And his fielding's actually not top tier, but it's passable. All right, who else? I don't want to. How much is he asking? $25 million! Well, he's gone. Alright, well, now that I've had one aneurysm, let's see what the second one is. Hesta Relap. Motherfucker. That's my entire left side of the infield. Granted, Reliable's 25 now. He was looking for that payday, so I'm not surprised. Again, one of the top 5 best offensive players on the team. $22 million. Oh, dear. Martin Polbean. Okay. Starting left fielder. That's not a huge loss. We can get him back. That's okay. I can get Martin back. I can work with that. Because I doubt he goes for more than like $8 million, maybe even less. He might go for like 7 or 6.5. So I could get him back. He'll just be making a little bit more than he was making this past season, which is fine. He's earned some money. Maurice Brick retires from the Beewles. Okay, that's not a big deal. Beewles, of course, eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. Nemesis loser catcher Frank Battery. Okay. Nemesis were eliminated in the second round of the playoffs by the Jacks. I believe the Beewles were eliminated in the first round by the Nemesis, if I remember correctly. Okay. All right. So I panicked. That's not as bad as I thought it was, but it's still pretty fucking bad. Oh my god, what's the team look like now? Alright, so that's what it looks like. So we lose our second And our fourth best offensive players, our entire left side of the infield just left. And we lost our left fielder. Okay, well, our left fielder's not top tier, so we can get him back. We'll just need to pay him a little bit more money. I'm okay with that. He's earned it. These two, on the other hand, we can't afford both of them. Actually, I don't even think we could afford either of them since they're both asking for over $20 million. So it looks like we're going to have to look elsewhere and rebuild the entire left side of our infield. But we could have lost a lot more. We still have our captain, Stump Pitts, who's been here since the second half of year one. We still have all-star center fielder, Mr. Triple Crown, Nico Jennings. We still have our catcher, Ho, who's very, very good. Harsh McFreddy's still coming into his own. He's ready to take over for Pitts, so we have a good, solid backup first baseman. We still got the fish man. All right, Cole. Burnside stays. That's not surprising. He knows he's not going to get any more money than what he's making right now. Nixon, the rookie, coming back for his second year. He's still getting paid what he's worth, so that's good. Brown's not going to want to leave. Okay, Bad Hop. I mean, you're not really playing DH now because McFreddy is so good, and so is Pitts. They could just interchangeably flick off between first and DH, so... Yep, he stayed. He's loyal. He's not going to play, but he's loyal. Freeman stays. That's good. I'm not keeping Adoya, so he's going. So we're still looking for a backup infielder to replace that. Noel stayed, thank God. We still have our ace, the only original pitcher left on the team. Fuller we're not keeping. He's too expensive. We can't keep him for that much money, although I would like a pitcher of his caliber, or at the worst, Pat Griffin level caliber. Griffin stayed. That's fantastic. So did Ellison. Parra stays. Sharp we're getting rid of. Ospecialo stayed. And Farmer stayed. That's perfect. Okay, so we don't need to work with pitching for most part. Alright, well, let's just look, see what we got. Oh, Mr. MVP Greg Fuller left the Jacks after they couldn't win the frickin' title. I'm not signing him. He's too frickin' expensive. Alright, now Chelsea Manning. Now, this is interesting. 23-year-old. I believe she's a rookie. Check that real quick. B+ talent level. Solid, great accuracy. Solid junk. About average velocity. Okay. 5-pitch pitcher. I like that. Gunnar Bumso. Ooh, another rookie. Just like Pat Griffin. Same archetype. All velocity, all junk. Minimal accuracy. We can pitch with Griffin. Why can't we pitch with him? Alright, we got the veteran Lovelorn. No, not Vanderwink. He's 37. Allmeyer. I don't know how he was an ace. Hedwig Lafayette. Now that is a name and a half right there. Another rookie. Not bringing back Tusker Fuss. He didn't do anything for us in the regular season in the 2 starts we did give him. Other than that, the only other starter I would maybe look at is Wally Quinn. That's a bit of a stretch. Oh, and then another backup would be Louisa Thurusty. I think that's how you pronounce that. Oh my god, those are like works in progress level. Those are like bottom of the barrel, like if we have no other choices, that's what we pick. Alright, then we look at bullpen. The only person we're looking to replace is Sharp. And we do have Mustard already starred, so we could bring him back. Sherman leaves the Jacks after losing the championship to us as well. Interesting to note. Elliot Rums, now that's interesting. Another right-hander. That would be nice. But I already have 2 right-handers in the bullpen. I was looking for a lefty. Still, solid ratings. I like that. Victor McMahon. Okay, another righty. That's a little bit too low level for me. Yeah, I don't like him. Okay. See, I guess those are the 2 we look for. We got Rums and Mustard. Maybe Sherman as a backup. I don't want Sherman just because of that K-Dud. We saw how hard it was to pitch with him when we got to 2 strikes in the series, so maybe not going to do a repeat of that, and we're definitely not doing Augustus Martinez. We've pitched with him. It didn't work out well. Even with that specialist trait, he couldn't do a dang thing right. Maybe a veteran's the way we go. Maybe like Lopez. He's a right-handed specialist. Okay. Okay, Lopez, I see you. Okay. You'd be suitable. The other option's McCoy, but Yeah, alright, I'll put him on there. Why not? Okay. Alright, so pitching's done. Now we got to look at the offense. Okay. What are we going to do? Bale Ponce. Intriguing. Maybe sign him for Freeman, but first we got to work on filling our infield. So we need to look at third base. Unfortunately, Woody's right there. Just giving us that big old slap in the face. Wins 2 wings with us all. He wins 2 championships. All of a sudden, he decides, oh, I want to be a free agent now. Thanks, Chris. Thanks. What other options we got? Ooh, we got Tessa Hall, who was about the same overall as Woody was when he came up. I believe when he came up, he was a B+. Okay, and we got Colton Burnett. All right, solid, solid. Nice young options here. Really the only ones I find interesting. Looks like Bobby Bash retired. He's no longer a free agent. Jamie Bridges left the Moose. Okay. He can't field, so I'm not going to get him, but good to note. Marvin Handshake's out there. I mean, he'd be a choice. Probably going to get picked up here. He was a free agent to begin with, so. All right, shortstop. Hester Reliable's out there. Ugh. Forrest Townsend. Okay. Solid. Not a great fielder, but good hitter. What else we got? We got Raina Platoon. Maybe. Contact hitter. Electro's out there. Probably not going to bring him back. He's just not worth it, no. And the only left field, Martin. There's Martin. He's got Heaven Anubis as a backup. Not as good of a fielder, but a good contact hitter. Decent speed. That's a lie. And we got Nettie Fiducci. Okay. Again, not a fielder. Better speed than Polbean. About the same arm already. Just a weaker hitter. Which means either Burnside or Nixon would be starting in left field. Yeah, cheap A at third base. You do have a good point for the handshake. Plus, we could, if we do sign him, we could always bring in a younger option if they get below his price level. Good point. I didn't think that one through. Any other left fielders that are interesting here? No. Okay. That's kind of what we're stuck with. We definitely need a left fielder just because we don't have a left fielder. We have 2 right fielders and a center fielder. We need a left fielder. The only other good one out here is Cracker, so I'll just throw him on there. Yeah, literally, I'm looking at this. Handshake is the exact same as Woody. The only thing he doesn't have is power. Everything else is identical across the board for the most part. And he's got inside pitch, which helps, but he has whiffer, which takes away from that. Interesting. So Handshake and Woody are the same exact player, just 6 years apart. What was Christopher making before this? He was making 8.3. So this would be a little bit more than he was making, but it factors in the loss of Reliable. What's that put it at? 4 to 7, 12, 7. So that almost factors in Polbean and Woody into one player. So we would definitely, if we do this now, we would need to replace Handshake with a cheaper option moving forward. As we get deeper into free agency. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. This is a tough. Do I do it? Well, actually, no. This actually is going to be the same value that Reliable had. It's just $400,000 cheaper. It basically is Reliable's slot on the team, just a little bit cheaper. Okay, I'll work with that. Let's go for it. All right, there we go. So we got $15.6 million to spend. At worst, we're going to replace At best, we're going to replace Handshake. At worst, we're stuck with him. But we didn't overspend, so that's all right. I can work with that. All right, let's get it on. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Come on. There we go. 4. Gotta wait for that save to go through. And 5. Okay. Alright, so the first 5 are done. How are we looking? We're going to run through the signings at the end of this, but... Oh, yeah, definitely. Handshake was going to get grabbed within those first 5, no doubt about it. Especially for how low he was. I say minimum he goes before 10 million. Alright, so Manning and Bombso are still here. So is Lafayette, Quinn, and Thrustsy. So all of them made it. What about the relievers? Sherman, McCoy, Rums, and Lopez. They're all still there. So's Mustard. Okay. So all of them made it. Ray Merritt got released. He's new. The left-handed specialist. Thunderjump was already out here. McMahon's not. No. No, McMahon. Yeah, throw Merritt on there. Why not? Just in case. Always use the extra depth just in case we lose everybody else. Alright, and let's see. Lineups. Ponce is still there. Now, I only have him start because he is a better player than Freeman. He's got more contact, more fielding, and more arm, which is very important for a catcher. Speed's about the same, and he's only a little bit weaker in the power department. So he's technically a more complete hitter than Freeman is, but he's making a lot more money, so we're not going to sign him. Alright, Woody's down to 19.6. It's going to be a long haul before he gets anywhere near signable. Tessa Hall is available. Alright, Colton Burnett is already lower than, what is his name? Marvin? But he's not as low as Woody was. Woody was at 8.3. So, if we sign Burnett, I want to sign him closer to where Woody was when we signed him originally. Bit of a risk given that, Burnett is 19 years old, so he will get snatched faster than other players the same overall skill level. But I think it might be worth a risk. Now, Burnett has better power, he's got better speed. Contact's a bit weaker, but no one can match Handshake. He's maxed out in contact. He's also maxed out in arm, so it's kind of hard to match that. But the arm is solid on Burnett. Fielding is a little weak, but it's not horrible. It's actually only a little bit under where Woody was, so... you know, he's a suitable replacement, but he's not cheap enough. Reliable still there, so's Townsend and Platoon. Other than that, I don't see any other good shorts. I mean, John Renero's out there. I mean, I might as well put Renero on there, but I really don't want John Renero if I have to choose. That RBI dud is just no. You don't pick RBI dud. It's just no. That's not something you want. In left field, everybody makes it in left field. Okay, so far, so good. Alright, let's go another 5. Let's see what happens. There we go. Okay, let's have a look. Alright, Ponce is still there. He's at 5.9. That's actually not bad, but a little bit more expensive than what I want. Woody is still there. Hall is at 10.8, so she's below Handshake as well now. Burnett is below where Woody was. Between the two of them, obviously Tessa Hall's the better player. So if I had to choose, I would want to get her over Burnett. Now, Burnett's going to go probably pretty soon here, like in the next couple of rounds. Hall, on the other hand, she might have maybe 1 or 2 more rounds, maybe like 3 or 4 rounds in her before she goes. So we'll stand and wait on this. Alright, so Hall's a little bit weaker of a fielder, but she's got the better arm, she's got better speed, she's got more power than both Woody and Burnett, as well as Handshake. How does she compare to Handshake? Okay, yeah. About what I thought. Alright, we'll keep it in the mind, but we won't make the move just yet. Reliable's still out there. Townsend's out there, okay. Renero and Platoon are still out there, okay. Cracker and Polbean are still out there, so is Anubis and Fiducci. Looks like Filet Jones got released. Alright, Paul Bean's getting a little bit closer, but he's still not quite low enough for me to sign. So, pitching, Manning, 11-5, 10-2. We got 8-8, 4-4, and 4-1. Alright, so between the three that I'm really looking at here, everyone is cheaper than Fuller except Manning, I believe. Between the three, they're all right-handers, so that doesn't really help. I was looking for a lefty to replace Fuller because we don't have a left-handed starter. But it doesn't look like there's any good left-handers out here except Cooper, who's 33, Vanderwink, who's 37. So, yeah, not what I'm looking for. Still, Lafayette's looking pretty good. Could I pitch with that, though? That's the problem. Alright, we'll wait. And then, let's see. Looking at this relievers. We got Sherman. Still here, so is McCoy. There's Rums and Lopez. Okay. Merritt and Mustard. Okay, everybody made it. Keep it going. Alright, here we go. So we're about to hit the halfway part here in free agency. It looks like we lost some players. I see Ponce is there, so we're not going to get the backup catcher. That's fine. It wasn't a big need. Looks like Woody is gone. Don't know what he signed for, but I'm pretty sure it was a very, very hefty price. Hall and Burnett are looking pretty good. I might sign them here. A little bit more for... who do I want? They're both about the same, equivocally. Both left-handed hitters, only 2 years age difference. Burnett's a 6'5". That means he's probably not going to play well in the simulation if they're letting him fall that low. But he's pretty solid across the board in all 5 categories. Same with Hall. She's a little bit better. Shortstop, Hesto's out there. He's at 10-9. Actually, we can get Hesto cheaper than we got him originally when we lost him in free agency. We just saved $500,000 and we didn't even do anything. Hesto, my man. Come on back home, brother. We're going to have you at shortstop again. We got him cheaper. Alright, so we're done with shortstop. We don't need any of that. We're just looking at, like, backup infield at this point. Who can play infield, anyway? You got C.T. Connor, 36 years old, B+. Okay. And then you got infield, outfield. What do we got? We got Nora Holmes. That's way too expensive. Okay. Looks like we're just going to be looking at regular. Alright, so now back to third. Now back to the third base question. We definitely need to dump Handshake here. We already did that, actually. What am I talking about? So now what? Do we go with the cheaper option in Burnett, or do we go with the better player in Hall, who's a little bit more expensive, which would put her over where Woody was, which was at 8.3? That's a good question. Because we actually got reliable cheaper than what he was, so that's actually pretty good. I think I just did this ass backwards. Yeah, oh well. Remember, we still have to sign Martin, too, so we do need the money still for Martin. Is Martin still here? Martin is still here, oh, thank God. I thought we lost Martin. I was about to lose it. I mean, Martin is the best of the left field options. We don't really have a choice in this matter. We need to sign Martin back. Just, it would leave too big of a hole in left field for us not to bring him back. And he's going to get the money he deserves, too, because I don't feel like taking this to another round and losing him. So we're going to have to bring him back. Come on home, Martin. And for Woody, we got to solve third base here. We're going to have to go with the cheaper option here in Burnett, just because then we're not going to have the money to bring Hall in. Even though I want to, I'm not going to have the money. So we're going to have to go with Burnett, who is basically the same hitter Woody was. He was more contact than power. Burnett actually has more speed than Woody. His fielding was about where it was to start, and his arm was actually a lot better, but You know, it's basically the same player. Yeah, so we're kind of stuck. We have to go with Burnett now. Just got to do it. We're down to 1-7. Oh, my God. We still got to cut some money here. And we still got to get rid of Adoya. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're running out of money. Electro's still here? He is still here. Bring him in for Adoya, then would use up most of our money. Yep. On Hall, yeah, I mean, might as well, just in case. Never know what happens. Oh, I don't like this. We're not going to have any money. Alright, well, we don't need Fiducci, and we don't need the other left fielder, Anubis. So, we're done with outfield. We're not bringing anyone else in. We're fine there. Now we're on to pitching. Oh, God. Alright, so we need to sign somebody that's going to bring in a lot of money, because we don't have any money. I can't preface that enough. We have no money. So 4-3 would be what we bring in from Lafayette. She's actually cheaper than Griffin, so we would be getting her at a discount. And we've seen how well Griffin's pitched for us here in the series. Bomso and Manning, they would be better options. But I kind of like the diversity that Lafayette would bring to the rotation. Because you have Winnie Noel, who's very good. She's pretty solid in all three categories. Not going fuller, but Griffin, he's got great stuff. He can't control it, though. So you got a wild card, you got the really dependable ace, and then you got Ellison, who's solid, average across the board. So bringing in Lafayette, you're bringing in someone who's got great control, but she doesn't have the explosive stuff that Griffin does. She's like the complete opposite. So if you have a two-game series, you go from a flamethrower to someone who can't throw as hard, it's going to mess with the bats. So that's my reason behind that. So we'll just get Lafayette here. I'm not risking her leaving. That brings us up to $6 million. That's perfect. And we still have to dump Remington Sharp. So we still have money to dump here. And Electro's still out there. If I let Electro get under $4 million, I'll just bring him in straight away and take the loss, because then I've still got a bench player. Okay, I'm talking my way through this, and it's actually kind of working. Alright, now relievers. Okay, so Sherman's is 7-1. Do I really want Sherman back? No. He's great stuff, but K-Dud. Big no-no. We got McCoy, 30 years old, doesn't bring anything to the table for the most part. He's just here. And you got Rums, who's $5.6 million. He's cheaper than McCoy, only 21. I like that. But I would like a lefty. Then you got Lopez, who's 30. He's got specialist. He's bringing that to the table. But he's 30. Not great. Merritt, 33. Past his prime. Tater Mustard didn't have a great year last year. But he's still cheaper than Sharp. But I already have a left-handed specialist in the bullpen, which is Ospecialo, who pitched really, really well last year. Do we move away from Mustard? I mean, really, it's between... Let's be real. It's between Rums and Mustard. Those are the two. So looking at the two of them, Rums has 50 velocity. So they're even in velocity for the most part, with a slight edge to Rums. Junk, big edge to Mustard. And then accuracy... Rums has better accuracy than Mustard. I think we just answered our own question. $5.6 million for Rums? Give me that. That's $2.3 million. That puts us up to 8.3, so we'll be earning over $500,000 per game. That's pretty good. Alright, well, shit. There we go. That's a way to save some money. We actually got Reliable back cheaper than what he was making. Yes, we cheated the system. We gave some of that money to Polbean, and then we got even more money back from Woody by getting Burnett. Granted, he can't play any other position other than third base, but hey, it's pretty good. And then all we're looking is to get rid of Adoya. That's the only move we have left to make. And there aren't any. Well, there is a good catcher out here, Count Heath, but he's going to be way too expensive to bring in for Freeman. So I think we're just stuck with Freeman for another year. Because I don't see any other good catchers out there either. So yeah, we're stuck with him at this point. Okay. All right, well, let's get going on these sims then. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the pitchers. I'm sorry. We're not making any more pitcher moves. Forgot to get rid of Quinn and Thrutsy. There we go. Yeah, we're the only ones we're keeping an eye on are Hall and Electro. Still there. I think they're still there. There's Hall. Yep, Electro's still there too. Keep it going, another round. Alright, Fuller got immediately signed by the B-Wolves. They are desperate for starting. Oh yeah, because they lost Maurice Brick, so they had to replace him with somebody. And Fuller was actually better than Brick was. Brick was a B+ when he retired. Dan Cervelos is going to the Moonstars. Hold the phone. Alright, there goes Hall. So she's going to the... Thank God she's going to the Heaters. I won't see her. Chimo Gaspar, did he get released? He did. He got released. For Forrest Townsend, the rookie. Okay. Mustard's going to the Moonstars. Shit. So we'll see him. At least once a year. There's McCoy. He also goes to the Moonstars. Wally Quinn going to the Heaters. Okay. Electra's still out there, but he's at $4 million. I said below $4 million. $3.9. Okay, $3.9. What would that be for Adoya? That would be $800,000. Damn it. That would put us under $8 million. I want to keep it around $8 million. Javier. Javier? What's he doing here? He'd be the DH though, so yeah. Handshake's actually gotten cheaper. He wants to come back. I want to play. No. Might have to cut our losses with Electro, but I kind of want to push it to see what happens. I shouldn't have pushed it. He went home to the grapplers. You bastards. Okay. You shits. Alright, well, any infielders that are left? Connor's still out there, but I can't afford that. Uh-huh. Ugh, that's upsetting. I was kind of banking on Electro coming back, too. Oh, dear. Yes, right now on the roster, we only have one guy that can play second base. I'm not counting Adoya. And one guy who can play shortstop. Shit, we really need another middle infielder. Damn it. That's bad. That's really bad. I guess Ham Slamus? Not exactly what I was hoping for, but it might be all we have left. I mean, he's still technically better than Adoya overall-wise. Just can't field. I might be stuck with Adoya, and that's not ideal. Said it's a waste of a bench spot. Carlton Starr got released, okay. There goes Connor. Are we going to get Slamus cheaper than Adoya? I think we might, actually. Alright, are there any other middle infielders before I make this move? Please tell me there is. I mean, there's Dion Base, but he's making $6 million. That's a no-go. We got Izzy Baker. Is there legitimately no one else? Yeah, we got a lot of guys who can play outfield as their backup position, but not infield. Dang it. Keg Gutterson coming back for his age 40 season. Nice. Too bad I don't have a roster spot for you, Keg. Always one of my favorites. Yeah, I guess we're stuck with Slamus. Literally a glass cannon at the plate. He has no contact. He can drop bombs still. He has no speed. His fielding is below average. He has a great arm, though. That's about all he's got going for him. He's got an arm and he can drop bombs. That's about it. But he's cheaper than Adoya. And I don't want to risk that. I don't want to risk like letting it go to the regular season and like losing him, so I'm kind of stuck making that move, even though I didn't want to. Oh, Adoya might be cheaper. We'll see. All right, we're gonna end the off season, then we're gonna take a look back and recap it for you guys. And we'll also take a sneak peek at the schedule and seeing what our schedule is going to look like. So it looks like our championship window is still open, as we made all the moves necessary to keep this team a contender for the most part, minus the depth issue. Hopefully we don't have any injuries or people going tense, which is a very distinct possibility given my style of play. All right, let's take a look. All right, so at the beginning of free agency, we lost Martin Polbean, our left fielder, Hester Reliable, our shortstop, and our third baseman, Christopher Woody, who all wanted more money. And immediately, we signed Marvin Handshake to fill the role at third base, just in case things didn't go our way moving forward. Blowfish then signed our former freebooter, Oakley Stiffs. Nemesis bring in Rocket Ramon to fill the bullpen need. And then they also bring in Bartholomew Draculo to the rotation to be a placeholder. Ray Merritt was released by the Sandcats for Olaf Slackoff, the starter. And Nemesis pick up Leanne Drive, the first baseman. Sandcats also bring in the closer, Tony Orozco. And Blowfish pick up Yvette Victorino. These were all like roster holder, placeholder moves. We'll see how everything goes. You think so? I think so too. Moving up. Peter signed Auguste Jeterson, replacing Casper Stern. Big improvement there in their outfield. Let's see what happens next. Keep going. Nothing. Okay. Keep going. It's going to be a slow burn here, people. Slow burn. Another slow one. Another one going down. Nothing. All right. Marsha Brown back to the hot corners, replacing Izzy Baker. She just keeps getting released by them near the end of the year when they're not winning, and then they bring her back. This is the third straight season they've done that with her. She just never wants to leave. It's like they have an unspoken agreement with all the other teams. Don't touch Marsha. She's coming home. Oh, Jesus. Jovita Pulo goes to the hot corners, replacing Jerry Capps. Oh, my God. That is a big arm at the top of that rotation if she stayed. Maximo Primo to the Blowfish, replacing Landon Mitchell as they get a new closer. Biff Noggins goes released by the Jacks for Huffley Buffler as he returns home. Aw, how sweet. No wonder they didn't keep Javier. Olaf Bierson to the Blowfish, replacing Filet Jones in left field. Nemesis get Durr Neverwalker, replacing Rocket Ramon, so there's their placeholder erased. Then the hot corners pick up Poke Foster. That's probably a placeholder move. Xander Rivers to the hot corners, replacing Dion Base. That was to cut Cap. Alicia Woodrow, the ace, goes to the Buzzards, replacing Tarak Smith. So that's good. She's going to the other conference. We won't see her. Kendra Kerr to the Moonstars, beefing up the bullpen. Annoying. Franzilla off the Wild Pigs, replaced by Garrett Peck, the former Sawteeth reliever. Macula Spectacular leaves the Herbisaurs. He goes to the Wide Loads, replacing Layla Buckberger. Buzzards get Shay D, replacing Meek Connolly. I believe D was on... She wasn't on the Moose. What team was she on? I don't know. It was a team that we played. Moving conferences. Winston Draper off the Moonstars, replaced by Sakta Song. Okay. Get a little bit more annoying, why don't you? I think Song was on the Moonstars last year as well. Buzzards get Rufus Zumar, beef up the starter reliever spot in their pitching staff. Then Bryson Stokes leaves the Sawteeth. He's going to the hot corners. They cut Marsha Brown. Okay. Buzzards get Whopper Batsman. Hot corners sign Bubbles Garcia. Buzzards get Elijah Gobbleson, replacing Reef Clark. What else we got? Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Moose get Christopher Wood. He went to the Moose! Ah, shit. That's a division rival. Fuck. God damn it, we're going to see him twice, maybe even 3 times a year now. Ah, damn it, Christopher, you bastard. Why'd you do this to me, Chris? Why? Alright, anyway. Jem Colita to the Sirloins, replacing Boris Bigsworth. That's a good move. Stockton Brickhouse to the Nemesis, replacing Beefcake McStevens. Interesting. Okay. Nemesis get Franzilla. Wild Pigs get Jack Cracker, so he returns back to the Wild Pigs. He was released by them right before the offseason. Rocket Ramon to the Sirloins. Okay. Dale Ponce, rookie catcher, goes to the Nemesis, replacing Jess Fowl. They then sign Carrie Wayward, so she's not on the Sawteeth anymore. Reliable, we re-signed him, thank God. That was a good move for us, and we got him cheaper than what he was making. Saved $500,000 there. Then we bring back Martin Polbean. We gave him the payday he wanted, which was $3.1 million more than what he was making. Then we bring in rookie Colton Burnett. He's going to be the new third baseman. He is actually coming in $1.8 million cheaper than what Woody was making. Then we signed rookie starter Hedwig Lafayette, the southpaw. Or no, she's not a southpaw, is she? No, she's a right-hander. Okay. She's signed to replace Bishop Fuller. We weren't keeping Fuller. Fuller was just here for the playoff run. He was making way too much money. And after those 3 moves in front of him, we had no money. So we had to get rid of him. So we bring in the rookie. She'll be like the 3rd pitcher in our rotation. Then we signed rookie reliever Elliot Rums. He's replacing Remington Sharp. Again, Sharp was just here for the playoffs. He was a placeholder. We needed more money back, so we get the rookie Rums. He's a right-hander, I believe. And then wide load signed Zoom De La Cruz, replacing Joey Little. De La Cruz was on the Moose in the playoffs. Grappler signed Greg Fuller, Mr. MVP. He's staying in the other conference, thank God. Replacing Braden Meadows. Trey Mondo goes to the Overdogs, replacing Rusty Nozzle. Lana Rhymes goes to the Wide Loads. No, she was released by the Wide Loads. Okay. It's a former freebooter right there. Replaced by rookie Chelsea Manning. Tracy Wickers off the Wild Pigs, replaced by Count Heath, the rookie catcher. Grapplers get Tusker Fuss. Okay, so he's going to the other conference. I won't see him. Of course, he made 2 starts for us last year. Thrash Allmeyer goes to the Jacks, replacing the hole that Greg Fuller left. Herbisaurs get Gunnar Bombasso, the rookie, or Bomso, replacing Keisha Mushara. Okay, Sirloins get Momotobo. He's returning home, replacing Alana Stiffbottom, so a former freebooter is now a free agent. Grapplers bring in Perth Lovelorn. Marsha Brown goes to the Jacks, replacing Giovanni Reefkiller. That's a good move. Sirloins pick up Clyde Oliver. Beavles get Augustus Martinez. Okay, so he's in the other conference. That's fine. Another former freebooter. Louisa Thrusty, the rookie, goes to the Sirloins. Jacks get Rohan Sherman, so they re-sign him. Wild Pigs get Marty Intense, replacing Ham Slammer, so that's how we got Ham. Okay. Sirloins get Kamari Harvey, replacing Keg Gutterson. And the Jacks sign Rosie Hardman. Bale Baza released by the Jacks for rookie Victor McMahon. Beavles get Bishop Fuller. Heaters get Keisha Mushara. Heaters also get rookie Nettle Fiducci, replacing Stallion Johnson. Moonstars get Dancer Velos, our former freebooter there. She was with the Blowfish last 2 years. Heaters get Cruz Davila. Herbisaurs get Hans Lopez. Alfonso Delgado replaced on the Heaters by Tessa Hall, the rookie. Sawteeth get Slip Vanderwink. Jacks get Forrest Townsend, the rookie, replacing Chimo Gaspar. Herbivore sign closer K Frequent, replacing Grump Everbright. That's a former freebooter. Heaters get Ania Island. Sawteeth get Ray Merritt. Moonstars get Tater Mustard, the second-year pitcher. So we were unable to bring him back, replacing Huck and Duck. Sawteeth pick up Yolanda Cooper again. No, Cooper was on the... She was on the Sirloins, that's right. Moonstars get Cal McCoy. Heaters get Wally Quinn, the rookie. Violets get Ray's Rufo, nice. Moose get Holder Close, okay, that's not bad. Beavers get Winston Draper. Batch Wilson off the Sandcats, replaced by Raina Platoon. Nora Holmes to the Moose. Heaven Anubis, the rookie, to the Moose. Beavers get John Renero. Deshaun Levon to the Moose, replacing Sanchez Silvio. Violets get Pumper Lumpkins. Moose get Cason Fuller. He's returned back. He's getting ready to retire. Darcy Hicks goes back to the Wild Pigs, replacing Jose Carloco. Shania Burns off the Grapplers, replaced by Bertram Halfberger III as he returns home. Huck and Duck to the Grapplers. Eduardo Electro goes home to the Grapplers. Javier Jautier goes to the Grapplers as well, replacing Milo Stewart, as they just made move after move here. They also get Marvin Handshake, replacing Cheyenne Hill. And then they also pick up Biff Noggins as he returns home. Moose then gets Tracy Wickers, replacing Buster Biggs. Moose get Jose Carloco. C.T. Connor goes to the Sawtooth, replacing Kenneth Korn. Tower de Jesus to the Nemesis, replacing Carlton Starr. Jamie Bridges to the Platypi for Murky Nubs Wubbles. Biff Noggins replaced by Mantonio Lavo on the Grapplers. Braun Thundertrump to the Sandcats, replacing closer Tony Orozco. Closer Franzilla replaced by Landon Mitchell, the young pitcher. Rocky Backstuff to the Sirloins, replacing Kamari Harvey. Remington Sharp to the Sawteeth. Hello, I. Sharp signed by the Sawteeth, replacing Mindy Marshwater, so we'll see him. Tishball into the Blowfish, replacing Yvette Victorino. Then we replace Adoya with Ham Slamus because we need to make a little bit more money here. Izzy Baker to the Buzzards, replacing Whopper Batsman. Sawteeth get Dion Base, replacing Ministry Mac Hustle. Okay, that's your entire offseason. Alright, let's take a look at the schedule here, see what we're going to be facing. Alright, so looks like division, non-division, 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 division. Alright, away, home, 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 home. So we have a stretch of 4 home games here, 3 road games, and a home game, and 3 more road games, and we end on a 2-game series at home. Okay. Play the Hot Corners 3 times, we play the Moose 3 times, which means we'll see Christopher Woody 3 frickin' times. Play the Herbisaurs twice, and we play the Wild Pigs 3 times. Okay, alright. Not bad at all. Pretty good even split there. Did I win the championship? Well, yes we did. We got our second title. We completed the Redemption Tour. It was awesome. I just recorded that earlier today, so you can go back and look at that in the archive. It's there. It's a beefy episode too, so you'll enjoy it. Alright. Go ahead and sum up to the first game of the season. We'll set the lineup. Thank you. And then we will sum up the off-season really quickly, and then we'll call it a night. Ooh, Hot Corners get a big win there, 6-1. Moose lost as well. Nice, not bad. Not bad at all. Moonstars and Blowfish. Moonstars win. Jacks, who we just beat in the championship. Let's see how they do. First game back. Ooh, they win a nail-biter, 7-5. Sawteeth and Sawteeth the Sandcats. Sawteeth shut them out, 4-0. Okay. We're taking on the Herbisaurs. Alrighty, so that's what the first matchup's going to look like on opening day. We are on the road. It's going to be the Ace, the ever dependable Winnie Noel, returning for year number 7. There you go. Thank you. Noel will be taking it up. So let's see. That's going to be... So it's her 7th year with us. She'll be taking on rookie Gunnar Bomso. Okay, that's how you pronounce that. He was actually one of the people we were considering signing, but we chose not to go with him. So that's going to be an interesting matchup. We'll set the lineup here. Here's what it's going to look like for opening day. Stump Pitts, the captain. He'll lead off at DH. And at first base, it's Harsh McFreddy. Catcher Efrat Ho will bat 3rd. Nico Jennings returns. He'll bat 4th in center field, looking to defend his triple crown. Reliable bats 5th at shortstop. And then batting 6th in right field is Dominic Burnside. Batting 7th, left fielder Martin Polbean returning. Batting 8th, second baseman the Cole, the Fishman, Salmon. And batting 9th, rookie third baseman Colton Burnett. We'll explain that in a minute. On the bench, we'll have second-year man Herpy Nixon. Bat Hop Brown, the ever faithful bench player. Newly signed middle infielder Ham Slamus. And backup catcher returning once again Parker Freeman. And then the rest of the pitching rotation looks like this. Pat Griffin returns for his 3rd year. We signed rookie right-hander Hedwig Lafayette. Returning for her 3rd year, right-hander Malaya Ellison in the bullpen. Returning for year 3, right reliever Kingston Parra. Returning for his 2nd year with us and 7th year in the league, left-hander Hander Specialo, the specialist. Then it's rookie Elliot Rums, who we just signed. And then returning for her 3rd year, closer Persimmon Farmer. Alright, let's sum up the offseason real quick. So what happened? Well, so after we won the title, 3rd baseman Christopher Woody, shortstop Hesto Reliable, and left fielder Martin Polbean all said, you know what, we want to test free agency and make some money. We were able to re-sign Reliable. We actually got him back $500,000. We actually got him back $500,000 cheaper. We also re-signed Martin Polbean. We had to give him a little bit more money to keep him, but we ended up paying him an extra $3 million, 3.1 if you want to get technical. Then we ended up having to replace Christopher Woody because he signed with our division rivals, the Moose. We bring in rookie Colton Burnett, 19-year-old hot shot there at 3rd, so we're going to see how he does. Then we're also, let's see what other moves we made. We replaced Emilio Adoya, the utility fielder, with middle infielder Ham Slamus, as we did not have somebody who could play middle infield and hit. Emilio Adoya is a great fielder, but he can't frickin' hit. Neither can Ham Slamus, really, but he's basically the same as a water electro. So, what's the difference? Then for pitching, kept everything the same. The only person we replaced in the starting rotation was Bishop Fuller. He was just here for the playoffs. Bring in the rookie Hedwig Lafayette, the 19-year-old. And then for the bullpen, we replaced, what was his name? Remington Sharp, who was just here for the playoffs. Bring in rookie Elliot Rums. We had the choice between him and Tater Mustard, who was on the team last year. We decided let's go with Rums because he's actually rated better compared to Mustard overall. Even though Mustard has specialist as a left-hander, we already have a Specialo who's a left-hander and a specialist. So that's why we made that decision. Then we kept everything else the same. So tune in next time, guys, as we kick off year number 7, as we look to defend our 2nd title here in the series. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off.